It's 7:01 p.m. It's your girl Tiffany Marie. My guest is running a little bit behind, but that's okay. She gonna catch up. She gonna catch up. So, me and Dina came together to talk about perimenopause. So the title is "Stronger Together: A Sisterhood Through Perimenopause." So I don't know how many women are going through perimenopause or have been through perimenopause. I have talked to their daughters about perimenopause. It happens. So let me get started. Perimenopause is the transitional period leading up to menopause, when a woman's body begins to produce less estrogen. It usually begins in a woman's 40s, sometimes as early as the mid 30s, and can last several years until menopause is reached, defined as 12 months without the menstrual period. I know a lot of women would like to go 12 months without a menstrual period, and they might not. Who knows? So, we're going to talk about common symptoms of perimenopause. Symptoms vary in intensity and duration, but the most common include irregular periods, hot flashes and night sweats, sleep disturbances, mood changes, vaginal dryness and discomfort, decreased libido. I know y'all know what that means, but lower sexual desire or arousal. That's what that means. Weight gain and metabolism changes, often around the abdomen, and harder to maintain weight. Memory and concentration issues. I ain't never heard of nothing called brain fog, but that's what that is. Brain fog. Forgetfulness, difficulty focusing. Brain fog. So then I was reading breast tenderness, hair and skin changes, meaning thinning hair, dry skin, brittle nails. But as you can see, Tiffany Marie has alopecia, so that's what that is. So as I wait on Miss Dina to get on, she'll be on here shortly to talk about her experience with perimenopause. I'm going to talk about some management strategies. Managing perimenopause involves lifestyle changes, supplements, and sometimes medications. What works varies by individual. So, lifestyle changes can include exercise regularly, cardiovascular, strength training, eat a balanced diet rich in calcium, vitamin D, and phytoestrogens, that's soy. Limit caffeine and alcohol. So, that's lifestyle changes. And of course, quit smoking if you're smoking. And stress management. Stress management can include yoga, meditation, therapy. Okay. And so then we come to sleep hygiene. Keep a consistent sleep schedule. Avoid screens before bed. Use cooling blankets for night sweats. That's what I read. And then they talk about hormone therapy. They talk about non hormonal medications, vaginal estrogen, supplements, and natural remedies. Then they talk about when to see a doctor. So let me get into this. When to see a doctor. Your symptoms are severe or interfere with daily life. Periods become extremely heavy or prolonged. You experience depression, anxiety, or panic attacks. You want to explore hormone therapy or alternatives. Couldn't get it out. I'm sorry. So That's what perimenopause is, common symptoms of perimenopause, management strategies. So I'm going to go into some supplements that I have recommended to a friend of mine that has been on them since the 26th of September, and she has had amazing results. So the first one I'm going to talk about, Estraval. Estraval, here's the bottle. It says natural support for menopause. So that's what this is. And so I did some reading, and it's going to tell me about the natural ingredients found in estraval. So the first ingredient, it says soy concentration. It's high in isoflavones that mimic estrogen and help reduce the occurrence of hot flashes. I know some of us want to get rid of the hot flashes. And then it also enhances bone health. And then the second natural ingredient is called donquoi. Donquoi. However you pronounce it, that's what it is. It's high in phytoestrogens used in Asia to promote uterine health and to regulate the menstrual cycle. So that's what that does. That's why I recommend this for people that's having perimenopause. Then we have black cohosh. It is recognized as a safe, non-steroidal compound that imitates a woman's own estrogen. Because like I said earlier at the beginning, perimenopause is when the body begins to produce less estrogen. Less estradiol. Provides nutritional support for women's changing needs throughout menopause. So then we have what's called Luminex, because a lot of people that's going through perimenopause and menopause, they're dealing with stress, they're dealing with emotional issues all over the place. So what Luminex does, it helps you effectively deal with life's ups and downs. Hey, Pamela, thanks for watching. It supports a balanced mood and general well-being. It promotes emotional health. Like my friend Dina was saying, she was talking about she thought she was dying because she didn't know what was going on. So that's when I said, hey, I know some stuff you can take. So I recommended that. So let's talk about what's in Luminex. So some products that's in Luminex. Thanks, Pamela. Saffron. So saffron is derived from the flower Crocus sativus. I can't pronounce it, but that's what it says. And so it helps to improve your mood and a sunnier outlook. And then we have what's called ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, it helps reduce occasional stress. So what it does, ashwagandha is thought to achieve this effect by regulating the body's stress response and modulating neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA, which are involved in mood regulation. So that's the second natural ingredient found in Luminex. So Luminex is for mood. Hey, Miss Yvonne, thanks for joining. And so then we have B vitamins that's found in Luminex. So it says certain B vitamins such as B9, that's folate, and B12 play a crucial role in brain function and the production of neurotransmitters involved in mood regulation. They are essential for cell metabolism and central nervous system maintenance. Okay. So then we have another natural ingredient found in Luminex, lemon balm, a herb with calming and mood enhancing properties. Lemon balm has been used for centuries to promote relaxation, reduce occasional stress, and support sleep. So that's one of the natural ingredients found in Luminex. So on to the next ingredient, lavender extract. How many of y'all know about what lavender does? A lot of times when I hear the word lavender, I hear it makes me think of calming effect. That's what it makes me think of because that's what I was taught. So here it goes. A herb that is commonly used in calming blends as an inhalant or taken internally in teas and ingestible tablets. Lavender has been proven to improve your mood, support your heart rate. Did y'all know that? Support your heart rate. Support healthy adrenaline levels, support breathing, and support sleep quality. How many of y'all on this live knew that? Hands up, heart. How many of y'all knew that? Okay. Chamomile extract. That's another natural supplement found in Luminex. It contains compounds that bind to certain receptors in your brain, exerting a mild calming effect. See, there go that mild calming effect again. A lot of us need that mild calming effect. I know I do. It is commonly used in sleep supplements to help induce sleep, reduce occasional stress, and support sleep quality by promoting a sense of tranquility and calmness. Okay, so that's Luminex, a natural supplement for mood. Whenever you get into those, oh, I can't do this anymore. Luminex. And that's how it looks. Luminex. It says supports a positive mental outlook. Luminex. Let me show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. All right. Let me show you what I forgot to show you what Estroval looked like. Little white pill. You see how little that is? Easy to swallow. Natural supplements that's helping get through perimenopause. Okay. So I got another one that I had recommended to Dina. And I also take it myself when I want to go to sleep. Mellow out magnesium. It says reduces stress and increases calmness. So this is your mellow out magnesium. A lot of people don't realize that they're not getting enough magnesium anyway. And it only requires 1 scoop with 6 to 8 ounces of water. So let me show you what it looks like. And it smells like berries. So this one little scoop, 6 to 8 ounces of water. Gonna calm you. At least it calms me. Who on my live already takes Mellow Out and knows what it does? Tell the people, what does Mellow Out do for the people? What does it do? Tell the people, what does Mellow Out magnesium do for the people? All right, I see you, Michelle. What tell the people what Mellow Out does for the people, if you don't mind. Somebody, anybody. So as I talk about perimenopause, I'm gonna go back to why I started the health and wellness journey. I started the health and wellness journey because I was at one point 320 pounds, too heavy for somebody that weighs 5'4" and a half. I had to put the half in there. And so I started using natural products to lose weight. I started using natural products to help me lower my cholesterol. I use natural products to help me get off 4 blood pressure medications. I was on 4 blood pressure medications. Yeah, I love collagen. Collagen, Miss Yvonne, collagen is the bomb. So I would include collagen in this regimen of mellow out, estrival, and Luminex. So, does anyone have any questions while I wait for my guests to come? I used to take magnesium, put me to sleep in 30 minutes all night, helps with restless legs too. What? I didn't know that, Pam. So Pam says magnesium helps with restless legs too. All right. Good to know that. And as I go back to one of the symptoms for perimenopause, it talked about vaginal estrogen, which helped with dryness, painful intercourse. Well, guess what? And UTIs. We also have another supplement called Flora-V that's for vaginal pH. So that probably would help out with the perimenopause too. What about belly bloats? Belly bloat. I know I see your question, Miss Yvonne, the belly bloat. Because a lot of times when you're on when you're having perimenopause, it's hard for you to what am I trying to say? It's hard for you to lose weight. And then as far as the belly bloat, I would go back into I would go back into the gut health stuff. The probiotics, the good zymes. The good zymes will help with the belly bloat. You get where I'm going, Miss Yvonne? Because the good zymes is naturally is helping your food to digest more frequently, meaning your body is going to absorb more nutrients. So that's going to help with the bloating. If it You see where I'm going? All right. Miss Yvonne sees where I'm going. So at the end of my call, I ain't done yet, but at the end of my call, we're giving away a product, a supplement. So I will let y'all know at the end of the live. So I'm gonna be on the live probably another 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know. But there's a code word. I don't know how many of y'all looked at my page today, but there's a code word to give away a supplement. So we're gonna get back to that at the end of the live. And yes, reducing overall sugar intake helps with a lot of symptoms too. Yep, you're right about it. Fiber wise helps with belly bloat because when the fiber, I'm seeing these comments come through. I appreciate that, Miss Michelle. So with the fiber wise, the fiber wise is soluble and insoluble fiber, meaning soluble is not gonna is soluble is gonna dissolve. That's helping with your heart. And insoluble is not going to dissolve, meaning it's going to swell in your intestines and it's going to scrape away the it's going to sweep out, it's going to clean the lining of your intestines. So that's going to help the fiber wise. Thanks for putting that in there. I should have known. I take it every day. But my favorite fiber wise is green apple. That's my favorite fiber wise is the green apple. And of course, it comes in the orange, comes in sugar-free orange, and comes in sugar-free berry. Does anyone else have any questions before my guest gets on the live? She's not ready yet, but she's coming with the symptoms too. And you know what else helps? And you know what else helps with the reducing the overall sugar intake, Miss Yvonne? GC control. We got GC control. We have berberine. All right. And so berberine helps with glucose and weight management. All right, I'm finna bring my guest in. She's ready to come in. So let me see how to do that. Let's see here how to do that. Hmm. Hold on, trying to bring my guest in. How do you do that? There we go. I figured it out, y'all.
Coach T.
You don't made up. You don't made up a new name for the
I
system.
know. I know. I did give you your own name. I am known for naming people.
All right, there's 5 people on, and where do you want to go? You want to go back to your introduction? I'm a uh uh. Good evening, y'all. I would like to introduce my guest. My guest. Her name is Miss Dina Stanley. I met her at a alopecia gala ball,
Mhm.
and we became friends. And so she's gonna introduce her. She's gonna give an introduction about herself. There you go.
Thank you, Coach T. My name is Dina Sandy. Like she said, I am the founder and creator of Royal Hair Loss Studio. Um, I'm gonna try not to say so much because I don't like that. My goal is to bring awareness to alopecia, healing, perimenopause, or just dealing with real life trauma. I'm a healer, and I love this space that I am, and I'm an open book, and I just want to share my life, my journey, my story with you all, and share the things that help me to become a better me. So, thank you, Coach T.
So I was explaining to my other guests that we have a code word at the end of our live. So
Yes.
I would like y'all to like and follow us weekly for code words to win a complimentary supplement. We're not gonna tell
Yes.
them what the supplement is yet, but
Yes.
we're giving away a complimentary supplement every week that we go live. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Every week we go live. Yes.
So how do you want to go about these questions? Because you said you told me to keep it real.
We gonna keep it real. Let's flow. Let's go. I ain't got nothing but time on my hand. My client just left.
All right,
So
ladies. All right,
go
ladies.
free.
Me and Dina came up with some questions. Y'all can comment if you like about y'all's experiences, if you're having any or know any women that are having any experiences. So the first question At what age did you experience perimenopause symptoms?
Coach T, as I look back, do you want me to call you Coach T? Or you want me to call you T Marie?
I don't care what you call me. Whatever you feel comfortable with, you can call me. Because people call me Tiff Tiff. People call me Tiffany Marie. People call me T Marie. Or some other people call me Tina Marie. So whatever you feel comfortable with calling me, go for it.
Okay, you Coach T, because I want to put that in your spirit. I want to put Coach T in your spirit. So to answer your question, as I sit here now at this stage in my life, I really realized that menopause started for me about 2 years ago. I remember being in a space where I really couldn't talk and have a one-on-one conversation like we doing now without busting out in tears, without hold on, let me close this. My husband, we at the shop, so my husband in here doing some work. So let me close this door. I got it. And I couldn't talk without crying. My emotions was all over the place. And I really thought to something was wrong with me. But now at this stage of my life and walking in my journey, I know that we often have to cry to bring healing and clarity. We have to release some things for the old things so that the new can begin. So for me, menopause started probably about 2 years ago.
All right. Good answer.
That's the real answer.
Good response. Good
Okay,
response.
okay, okay.
All right. Does anyone have any input on what Miss Dina answer to question one was about? All right. Next question. What have you tried prior to the wellness store?
Mm. To be honest, the only thing I've tried prior to the wellness store was prescription medications prescribed by a doctor, which left me feeling more side effects than it was helping me that I feel and could see. I was starting to grow hair on my face. My had adult acne that I've never experienced before. I've never had a problem with acne, but with the prescribed medications, my acne was horrendous, and I was growing facial hairs. But to be honest, I've been without an actual physician for probably about a year. I transitioned from trucking to become an entrepreneur or to walk in my purpose. And I haven't had a physician in about a year, but I'm working on that. So next part, Coach T. Next.
Since you're keeping it real, Miss Dina,
Yeah.
what was home life like dealing with the symptoms?
Okay, you all in my business now. You on my block now, but you my sister, and I'ma share it with you because I don't mind. Because I feel like women need to know this, that sometimes it's not the man, it's you. It was me. It was home life was. I wasn't happy with myself. I didn't know what was going on with myself. I started to feel like I was losing my mind. I always seek for something like, as a woman, the way that I talked to my husband and things that I said to him, dealing with any other man, y'all, I probably been knocked out, slid across the floor, eyes black, blue, lips. You know what I'm saying? But I just thank God that he's a man of peace. He's a patient man, and I just feel guilty now because I know he's my best friend, my provider, and my protector, and he does all those things, and he does them well. But just now looking back at it, the space that I was in, and he loved me through it all when I didn't know or know how to love myself, you know. And I'm embarrassed to say that, I feel like I owe him big time. Not that I owe him because he did anything for me, but just the love that he poured out to me. So I truly know what unconditional love feel like. And he loved me through my toughest season of my life, and that was dealing with perimenopause. Oh, now that I started to dig deep into my healing, I know what my purpose is, my why, and why God put me on this earth. He didn't put me here to be miserable. He didn't put me here to feel like I question my existence, my being. But yeah, perimenopause, it'll tear up a happy home that started out good, but it don't even be the man. It be us that's the problem, you
Right.
know. So yeah,
All right. Next, are you ready for the next question?
I don't know, Lord. Okay, Lord, what's
How long? Okay. Okay, Miss Dana. How long have you been on the supplements that was recommended to you? That I've already went over the supplements. So how long have you been on the supplements, and how is it, how is home life now after the supplements?
okay? Okay.
Cause remember
I
we
ordered
talked about it. You ordered it on the 26th.
I ordered it on Friday, September the 26th. Y'all, I received it Wednesday, October the 1st at 3 p.m. I still remember the time. I was going to the door. I was happy. I was waiting because I was struggling. I was fighting. I was having hot flashes. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't think. I thought that I was going crazy. I couldn't remember nothing. So I got the package at about 3 p.m. on Wednesday, October the 1st. And the time is important because I'm going to tell y'all why the time. I'm specific with the time that I received it. So I took my first dose. Can I mention the name of the products that
Go
I got?
ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Did you already tell them?
But you can go again. I just ain't talked about. We're not talking about where, but what they
Right.
are. You can go
But I
ahead.
can name them, right?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. So I got the Estravel, and that was for menopausal support, right? I okay. And if I was gonna be at home, there you go. Okay. I got the Luminex, and this was mental health support or mental support, right? Okay. And then I got the Mela out, which is magnesium. Those are the three supplements that I took. So I had my first dose at like 3:15 p.m. And shortly after having my first dose at midnight, y'all, I guarantee y'all now from 3 p.m. to midnight, I could literally see the changes in me. I could feel the difference. I I could feel the difference in how it made me feel. I was just like, I feel like a new person. I was feel like, okay, now there's some hope. There's some chance. Like, why did it take a complete stranger to check on me, to ask me how I was feeling? And I know I probably just poured out on Coach T. I just dumped on her. I just released and let her have it all. And even my husband, he noticed the difference. Okay. So last Sunday, I was on it for 3 days. And within them 3 days, my mental space was better. I started getting things done, getting things accomplished. I'm a very organized person, but I feel like my business and my personal life was all over the place. Y'all didn't want to deal with it. I had a stack of mail this high that I hadn't been through. But within them first 3 days, that stack of mail was open and gone and done. So my mental space was in order. I finally felt like I found some balance in my life. My mental was clear. I wasn't as forgetful. And that magnesium, that melted out before bed, y'all. Sleep has been so good. At first, like on the first episode, I was saying, like, out of a 24-hour day, I'm probably up 18 hours out of the day. Can't sleep till I'm just dead tired, falling asleep, you know? Now I'm at day 10, y'all. It's been 10 days that I've been on these supplements. Woo! Lord, where you been all my life? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? I have so much energy. Like I feel like I'm Superwoman. I feel like my superpower has been activated. Uh,
I don't remember meeting you like this when I saw you at the gala. I'm like, she wasn't all energetic like
I wasn't, Tiff. I wasn't. I was Coach T. I was struggling at that gala. I was really struggling and hiding it all at the same time. I would get cold, hot, cold, hot. That's why sometimes when I'm disappearing, I'm outside warming up because it was so cold in there. But then as soon as I walk in there, it's like I get a hot flash or something just took over me, sweating from my head, armpits, everything just sweating. So I'm even outside more now, y'all. I'm doing grown folks things. I'm outside. I got the energy to get up and to get outside. So I see the shift in the energy and we moving forward over here. I can't live without those supplements.
so for the I got a little breakthrough statement. So for the ones that's gonna rewatch her live, like and follow Tiffany Marie, like and follow Dina Stanley for part 3 intimacy in perimenopause. That might be on a Zoom because that's more on a
Yeah, I think we need to do
private.
that one
that
on the
that's
Zoom.
more, y'all, that's more on a privacy level, so that's not like let everybody know what you're doing in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Okay,
yeah.
so I have 3 more questions. So
Okay.
what was your worst perimenopause symptom?
Stinking thinking, anxiety, mental space. I started. I was thinking I was gonna die. I was scared to leave. My anxiety was so high. It had me scared to leave my house. I really felt like if I left my house, got in my car, I was gonna have a heart attack and die. I was gonna kill somebody else. I was gonna kill me or somebody else. Like that's what. That's how much it that's where it had my mental space. That's why I'm like, T Marie, we got to talk about this perimenopause. It's not being talked about enough in our community. It's not being shared. We're fighting these battles alone, and we really don't know what we're going through because our generation has been taught to be silent, to sweep things under the rug, to be seen, not heard. What happens in this house stays in this house. All of that crazy BS. But we taking it to another level. We're breaking that cycle. We're changing lives. We're creating legacy. We're making it easy for people to see and and when it really my worst symptom was I think the beginning in the semi. Driving that semi, a 80,000 pound vehicle, and you got a four wheeler pulling in front of you. You have four wheels. You can stop faster than I can. I got 18 wheels when I drove double, so I had 22 wheels. And for me to stop at a drop of a dime because you pulled in front of me and you hit your brakes, like I could have ran you over, killed you, killed myself. So that was when my anxiety really got in, and that's when I really decided that it was time for me to get off the truck because I felt like I was gonna have a panic attack on that truck. So this has definitely been a journey, and I can see where it started at, like even with my menstrual cycles and my sex drive. But stay tuned for part 3 next Sunday for the Zoom. We're gonna do that on the Zoom. Okay, Coach T.
All right, so the next question has to do with, you said when you told me this, you and your husband looked at each other. Y'all like, what? Tell him about that. He was
Okay.
scared to say something. What did he say? What was he scared?
But this man was probably so used to getting cussed out. If he opened his mouth, he didn't know what to, he didn't know what to say. Y'all is crazy. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I was crazy. But within that 24 hours, that next day, about 3 or 4 o'clock p.m., it was before he was getting ready to go to work. And it was just like kind of like we had this not a weird energy, but like we was feeling each other. He looked at me, I looked at him, and we both was like, "Ninja, what?" He was like, I don't know what it is, but I'm glad that you back. You know, he was scared to say something. When I tell you I was all in my feelings, I felt bad because I'm not an ugly person. I don't like to make people feel less than or whatever. I represent love, peace, and happiness. My home is my castle, my treasure. We have fun there. That's a place where me and my family can go, you know. And I felt like now I know then I was being his enemy, not his safe space. And now I can say more. I can provide more of a safe space for him, a more nurturing space, so he can open up. He didn't even. I even see changes in him. You know, when a woman heals herself, her family heals too. You know, when a woman fixes herself, her family is automatically fixed. But life with perimenopause and no solution almost destroyed what I worked 7 years to build. You know what I'm saying? And the sad thing is it isn't talked about enough in our community. So thank you, Coach T Marie, Tate on my rail. You are an angel. You're a lifesaver. You saved my life. You saved my marriage too. I did. Right. I think before, if I would have kept going without these supplements, I was gonna either leave or he was gonna either leave. It was just to that point. So I know he didn't like to be around me. So,
Because of the anger and and whatever you was bringing to the house.
cause my headspace, yeah, my headspace was in a bad place. It was in a very bad place. So,
All right, our last question because it's getting a little. But guess what? We doing good on time. 7:43.
mhm. Yeah.
I got one final question, and
Okay.
then so the question is, lastly, but finally, would you recommend these products?
HE double hockey stick, yes. I definitely would recommend these products. And you know, I want to say this about the products, y'all. We're so quick to run to Walmart, Target, Costco, Sam. But when we, you know, when it's something that's natural, it's often questioned, it's not trusted. You don't even know what it is when you getting on what you getting on the shelf when you go to the store. And the thing that I like most about the product is made in the USA. I don't look at the label and say made in China or made in Taiwan or made in a whole nother country. You know, it's made directly in the USA. So I definitely recommend these products. Y'all better tap in. Hit Coach Tiffany Marie on Facebook, or Dina Cole Stanley on Facebook. Get in our DMs. Ask about these products. Get these products because if you're going through something and you really don't know what it is as a woman, as a as a woman, then it's you. It's and it's. I guess what I'm saying is we're here to help each other. Try it, and the amazing thing is if you like it and it does. I mean, if you try it and it's not for you, there's no obligation to it. That's what it is. So y'all better tap in for a life of healing, health, and wellness that creates longevity for you to be there for your family. So many women are falling asleep in their sleep and they're not waking up the next day. They're not waking up at the next day. So, not to go too deep, but those that get it. Diet, lifestyle, it's everything. It's everything. Coach T, that I mean, is there anything else I can say? You need me to say? You wanna take us out of there? Final thoughts?
Well, the final thoughts is um uh I thank God for everything. My life, my health, my
Yeah.
strength,
Yeah.
uh 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 finding this health and wellness company a year ago. It's gonna be a year ago at the end of October. I think October the 25th or 26th to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
That I found this company, and it's been amazing. Uh, so stay tuned, and Thanks, Miss Dana, for being my guest on our Sisterhood Perimenopause live.
I'm rocking with you. I got you. Partners for life.
I
You
believe it's.
stay
I
with
believe.
us.
Let me go back. A stronger together, a sisterhood through perimenopause. So I thank you for being a part of this movement. I thank you for everybody that has joined, and I thank the people that support me behind the scenes. I don't want to say no
Yeah.
names. I don't want to forget
Yeah.
no names. So I thank everybody, and I thank the people that's gonna what's the word when they come back and rewatch it.
Views.
Come back
Uh,
and watch the replay. I thank
replay.
you for
Replay.
coming to
Mm-hmm.
watch the replay. And so I just wanted to talk about perimenopause. Me and Miss Dina. Thank you. Thank
You
you.
are welcome.
Thank you.
You are welcome. You are welcome. So next Sunday we're gonna do a Zoom because I really, yeah, intimacy and perimenopause is
Zoom.
Zoom part three, right?
Part three.
Oh, what about the code word?
Oh, I forgot about the code word.
I see. I got you. What?
So everybody, so there's only one person left. So I don't know how we're gonna do the code word when
Uh,
one person on here.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, we got two now. It's two. It's two. It's two. It's two.
Y'all, there's a code word. There's a code word. I can't tell you what it is, but
I know.
if you name it, you will win a prize.
Oh, it's three on here now. Okay, maybe in the beginning we should say stay on to the end for. Oh, we did say that, didn't we? Right? You did say that, right? Oh, okay.
Did you hear
So
my little rhyme? There's a code word. There's a code word.
yes, 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 yes,
Do
yes.
anybody know what it
Anybody know the
is?
code word? We'll give them. It's 7:49 now. Well, we'll give them to what 7:50, 7:51. Anybody know what the code word is? What happens with the code word? What does the code word
Well,
do?
with the code word, they get a free supplement.
Oh, okay. Is it one of the supplements that I'm currently on?
Yep, yep.
Oh wow,
We're
y'all.
gonna say it's gonna be one of those three.
One of the three. One of the three. So it's gonna be either
Mellow out magnesium,
uh-huh. Valerie said
estrabol,
perimenopause. No, Valerie, come on again. What's the code word? What's the code word, y'all?
or and Luminex.
Yeah. Yeah, Melia Luminous or Estravel, yeah. Ah, Michelle, you are the winner. It just turned 7:50. Michelle, you are the winner. Hit Coach T. I should tell you a little bit too late, sister. You missed it. Michelle, DM Coach T and she'll get your supplement to you.
Yep,
But thank y'all for tuning in. I'm hungry. I got dinner on the stove waiting for me. I'm hungry. So thank y'all for tuning in, and then we'll see y'all next Sunday, same time, not the same place. We're gonna do a Zoom, intimacy and perimenopause.
that's it. Thanks.
All right, thank you, y'all. Bye.